If you've ever dreamed about traveling the world full-time, not just for a vacation, but as your actual lifestyle, this video is gonna break down exactly how to do just that and how you can realistically start. No fluffs, no trust funds, just a system in place to make it happen for you. And quick heads up before we get into it, this is going to be the full foundation, everything you need to understand to make this lifestyle possible. But I also made a members only video where I go much deeper into how to actually maintain this long-term lifestyle, as well as some of my favorite strategy systems in place that I personally use to this day. So if you're serious about taking world travel to the next level, you'll want to check that out after this. And I'll link the description to my YouTube membership and Patreon page down below. You could sign up for either one and get access to that video, as well as my other exclusive members only content. And if you're new to my channel, my name is RJ. I'm a traveler and content creator from Canada, and on this channel I intend to help people like you travel the world like a pro. If travel content is your thing, consider subscribing to my channel for more videos like these. Hit that like button, and without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Now let's start with before any sort of travel happens, because honestly, this is where most people either set themselves up for success or completely fail before they even begin. The biggest mistake people make is thinking they can just save a bit of money, book a one-way ticket, and figure it out later. That can work short-term, but full-time travel requires a system. You need three main things dialed in before you leave: money, income, and logistics. Money is your runway. Ideally, you want to set a 1 year's budget of being away, not luxury travel, but realistic, sustainable living. This gives you breathing room to adjust without panic. So that means saving up for the trip with cushion. On top of that, I have a general rule of having at least 3 to 6 months of emergency funds as another layer of buffer. And this money doesn't get touched until you're on the road and it's an actual emergency. That means when you're building up your savings, you're gonna live below your means, not go out as much, and just work and save for this trip. But savings alone won't sustain full-time travel, which is why ongoing income is the second piece. Most long-term travelers fall into a few categories. There's remote workers, freelancers, business owners, or people working seasonal or temporary jobs abroad. The key is flexibility and mobility. If your income depends on one location, you're stuck. If it's portable, you're free to roam around. Think content creation, developers, e-commerce, or even being a language teacher. There's many avenues to choose from, but I suggest choosing one that you're passionate about and have keen interest on. I also suggest thinking about this ongoing online income while you're saving up. Maybe while you're working the 9 to 5, on weekends you're figuring out how to make a little income here and there with internet money. Then there's logistics, which many, including yourself, shouldn't overlook. Things like travel insurance, banking that works internationally, cards with little to no foreign exchange fees, visas, and having digital copies of everything. These are boring details, but they're what separate a smooth experience from a stressful one. Okay, first let's talk about travel insurance. I used to just brush this off, but trust me, one minor incident could and will cause a lot more than you imagine. So this is a non-negotiable for me. I typically go with SafetyWing just because of how flexible the plans are and how quick and easy and affordable it is to get one, whether you're already on the road or if you need to get one before your trip. Not to mention, making claims is always a breeze with them, so they're definitely my go-to. Link is going to be in the description box down below if you want to check them out. When it comes to banking, depending on where you are, different cards may be available to you, but make sure you have a card or cards that has no foreign transaction fees. This will save you tons of money during your travels. Next, you want to look into visa or entry requirements for the countries you decide to choose or go to, or what the process of getting one is like. Can you get it online or get it on arrival? Once you get that all sorted out, have physical copies as well as screenshots or digital copies saved into your phone or multiple devices you will be bringing on this trip. I'm talking passports, insurance, visas if you already have them, and other identifications. Of course, packing comes naturally, but I could go in many ways with how you should pack, so comment down below, travel packing guide. Like this video and subscribe to my channel if you think I should make a separate video about packing, and if there's enough comments about that, I'll definitely make a video on the next one. But now that you have all of that sorted out, let's talk about while you're on the road, because this is where the lifestyle either becomes sustainable or burns you out. Full-time travel is very different from vacation travel. You're not rushing to see everything. You're actually living the travel life, soaking it all in and immersing yourself in the culture. And that means slowing down, staying longer in places, building routines, prioritizing your health while balancing work, and actually traveling is crucial on the road. Speaking of working, one of the biggest shifts, at least for me, especially when I started out, is learning how to manage your money on the road. Countries and regions vary massively in costs, and smart travelers balance expensive destinations with cheaper ones. It's not about being cheap, it's about being intentional and savvy with your money. There's an actual difference. Here's what you should know. Accommodation is usually your biggest expense. So things like monthly rentals, house sitting, or even negotiating longer stays for a better price can make a huge difference. Then there's the mental side, which nobody really talks about, and traveling full-time sounds exciting, but it can get very lonely, exhausting, and even overwhelming. You're constantly in new environments, making new decisions, and constantly adapting. That's why routines matter so much. Even something as simple as like having a morning routine, working out, or working from the same type of place can give you stability in a constantly changing life. Just think of doing something familiar, keep it simple, and make it a daily thing. Another big factor is community. If you don't actively try to meet people, you can end up feeling very isolated. That's why a lot of travelers use co-working spaces, group tours, or social apps to connect with other people. The reality is long-term travel isn't just about the places, it's about the people you connect with. Now let's move into maintaining the lifestyle long-term, because starting is one thing, but keeping it going is where most people struggle. Sustainability comes down to balance, and I'll break it down into 3 different pillars. That's financially, emotionally, and physically. So first, financially, you need to constantly evaluate what's working. You need to ask questions like, is your income stable? Are your expenses creeping up? Do you need to adjust how you're traveling? The people who last the longest are the ones who treat this like a lifestyle, not a vacation. And let me say that again, you're not on a vacation, it's a lifestyle you are building. Now, emotionally, you need to stay grounded. It's easy to chase the next destination, the next experience, but that can lead to absolute burnout. Sometimes the best thing you can do is to just stay in one place for a while and just live normally. This is essential for me. I mean, for example, in my recent trip, I was in Southeast Asia. I just needed to be in one spot, and so I stayed in Bangkok, not in the center. It was more so, it was like actually far away from the touristy area, just because I needed a much quieter, less chaotic place, and I did just that. And when I was there, my days looked like this. I get in a routine, I did some urban exploration here and there, and that was pretty much it. It genuinely recharged me for the next adventures I had after. And lastly, physically, your health matters more than ever. Travel can disrupt sleep, diet, and exercise, so you need to be intentional about taking care of yourself. Watch what you consume and sign up for a gym to keep your body in shape and head mentally clear. If anything, you need to know that you are the biggest investment in this whole process, so that's something to keep in mind. Now, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, what we covered here is the foundation. This is everything you need to understand to get started and make full-time travel possible. But the part that most people struggle with isn't starting, it's maintaining it long-term. That is why I dive deep into this topic with my members only video. We'll get into how to structure your income, how to stay consistent while traveling, and the other systems that will enable you to do this for years without constantly stressing about money or burning out. If you're serious about turning this into your lifestyle and not just a short-term experience, that video is there if you want to take this to the next level. But either way, hopefully this video gave you a clear, realistic picture of what it actually takes to travel the world full-time and how you can start making it happen. As always, I'd appreciate it if you give this video a like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet, and I'll see you in the next video.